for like 3 weeks. It sat there for 3 weeks at the bus station. And then they finally find the truck, and then exactly 1 month from the day he was killed, he was already buried by that point. Bodie finds this 32 Omega behind his house. So he kind of suspected Raymond, but he's not, you know. And so Bodie and his mom take that 32 Omega to the Gary police detectives and said, this just showed up, and they had it in a bag and everything. This just showed up behind our house in a little shed we had. It was just laying there. So sounds like somebody knows us, somebody pretty close. And so they take that 32 Omega. Guess who was one of the detectives at the time? Not working that case, but was one of the detectives at that time. Truman Overby, the chief of police. He was one of them. He ended up with that gun. They never put it into evidence. Because a month later, they called back up with some more information and said, hey, you know, did you guys come up with any fingerprints or anything off that gun that we turned? They said, what gun? So the gun, the picket fence, because there was an old picket fence there that they beat the body with to make it look like he'd been robbed. The cops, they had the pearl handle grip. All that turned up missing after the gun turned up missing.
So they ever find the body?
Oh yeah. No, they found the body right away, like the next day, in the alley. It was just laying there in the alley by a shed.
So it's closed case. So it's
They worked it for 9 months and closed the case completely. No leads, no evidence.
And Allen,
Robert Allen got away with it. Bodie's uncle got away with it, and so did Lonzo Jackson. All three of them got away with murder.
where are they at now?
No, Bodie's uncle's dead. Died of cancer. I don't know about Lonzo. I talked to Lonzo Jackson after I got involved in the case.
Yeah.
I talked to Lonzo. I got a statement from the bus driver. So
Didn't get nowhere though?
I had everything. I had actually an actual witness that was there the night he was shot and killed.
Yeah.
Watched it happen. Now his dad was, or his father-in-law was also a witness, but his father-in-law had passed away, also from cancer.
Right.
So he was the only witness that was cooperating. But I had a witness. He described the gun to a T. The left pearl grip was missing, down to a T. The brand, the name of the gun, the caliber, everything was right on the money. We were crazy. Anyway, so we had everything, but Lake County refused to take the case because there was no evidence. Didn't have a gun. Bodie's mom later passed away. She was the complainant. The Jasper County couldn't file the case because it didn't happen in Jasper County, like I was originally told by Hank Bailey.
From Maryville?
Yeah, Hank Bailey is the one that tipped me off to this.
Right?
No, Hank Bailey.
Yeah.
Hank and Frank. Frank held the.
I don't know them.
Okay, they were notorious thieves in their day. They would go in 1 hour and completely strip a house. I mean, literally, they take cabinets, they take carpet, they take everything.
I've seen that done before. That when Daryl Marlatt, when that guy stiffed him on his money, and he took three grain bin motors and a disc.
Mm-hmm.
And when and so he called it good. You know, he didn't get greedy and fucking and all that bullshit. But it was still stolen property.
Yeah.
And but fucking the house the next night, like you said, stripped. Cabinets, carpet, wiring, plumbing,
Fixtures, everything.
everything.
Yep, lights. That's what they did.
It was like, damn.
hmm
Because we were just amazed at how the
One house
fuck.
they did, there was a piano. One of those old upright pianos. One man carried that fucker out of there by himself. Got hold of it. Of course, that was Frank Bailey. Frank holds, still, I think to this day, still holds the heavyweight lifting in the prison. And he carried, because when they take cabinets, they didn't take nothing out of them. They just rip them off the wall, pull them out, throw them in a truck, and that's what he did with this piano. He just picked it up and walked out, because there was flour all over the floor from the cabinets, and 1 foot set of foot tracks leaving the house. One set carried that piano out. One person. And those fucking things are heavy.
Man,
So-
so there's more murders back in the 60s and 70s
Mhm.
than any other time.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Newton County, we tried filing it in Newton County. They refused to take it. Lack of evidence, lack of, information. And Lake County didn't want to take it either because it was so old and lack of evidence. They had no evidence. They didn't have the murder weapon no more. I couldn't, and I tried getting that gun back. And I went through Tom.
Dredd.
Because he was real tight with over Comey. I mean over he was real tight with his son. And his son knew, because when I talked to him, I says, I asked him I said, I don't give a shit how the gun comes back. I said, I just need that gun so I can file this. And
Look at my meathead cousin here.
a month later, Tom comes to me and says, oh yeah, you were showing me that just the other day.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he comes to me and he says, yeah, you won't get that gun back. I said, why? He says, it's gone. I said, Tom? Well, see, I knew, I had some insight too. I knew that the FBI was starting to get wind of Truman having a bunch of stolen guns in his basement. Because I seen the gun. I was in his basement. I seen the gun strapped to the wall,
Yeah.
along with all these other guns. And I always thought it was odd that one gun with the left pearl grip missing. And I told Tom that. And I said, Tom, I was in his basement. I know. I seen it. And Tom said, you can't get it. I asked him, I said, why? Well, see, what they did is they took all these guns and buried them.
Oh.
Overby's son. After Truman passed away.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't want to die.
Yeah, he passed away. He had cancer.
Because he was dark hair, wasn't he? I mean, like a kind of like a,
Sandy or salt and pepper. Yeah.
Yeah, but like a pretty boy. I mean,
Yeah.
like always nice suit,
Yeah.
mustache.
Yeah. Well, when he passed away, they took all
Because
those
his son
guns.
is Mike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took all those guns and put them in plastic PVC pipe, and they buried them somewhere. And he says he won't. And Tom told me, he says he won't go back and dig anything up because he can't remember which pipe, because they had big PVC pipe,
Right.
and they were sealed, plastic sealed, the end caps. He says he won't go back and dig those up because he don't want that to ever come back up again. Because the FBI was all over that shit when Truman was still alive. And Truman had them all taken out, and because he got wind that they were investigating me, so he got rid of all those things. Everything that was in his house, he got rid of them all.
See, you would have thought that them fuckers would have been fucking investigating. You know what I mean? Had well, they probably didn't have cameras in like they do now. GRZ is great. What you got? Yeah, you gotta have a special wrench. Well, actually, there's two wrenches that hold it. One hold it, One holds it and then turns the other way. Without those. But the front one has to be going toward the passenger side. It's not like a regular boat. Right. Yeah, so you have to pull them opposite. So pull the front one to the passenger side. Yes. Well, that's how it's got to be. So we just need to get a cheater pipe on it or something because it's going to be hard. No, there's no secret. It's just they just get tight because that's why they spin that way. So as they spin, they just get tighter. So just get a pipe or something on there, put on there. Nope. You're welcome.